Hello and welcome to KTV India. Just days before its release, the Kerala Story 2 has landed in massive controversy. What started as a trailer launch has now turned into political reactions, legal petitions, and even public fight between filmmakers. Let's break this down in simple terms. The trailer of the Kerala Story 2 was released on February 17th. Within hours, social media was filled with debates and criticism. The film is scheduled to hit theaters on February 27, but the noise around it is already louder than the movie itself. What triggered the controversy? The biggest issue comes from one particular scene in the trailer. In that scene, a character is illegally pressured to eat beef. Critics say this moment is not just about food. They believe it is meant to show a particular community in a negative way and strengthen stereotypes. On the other hand, supporters of the film say the scene is symbolic. According to them, it represents the emotional and internal struggles of the character. They argue it is storytelling, not targeting. Now, beef consumption in India is a very sensitive and emotional topic. It is deeply connected to religion, identity, and politics. So, naturally, this scene has become the center of the entire debate. Political reaction. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has once again raised concerns. He had criticized the first film earlier as well. Now, with the sequel, he says cinema should not distort reality or damage the peaceful image of Kerala. The state leadership believes such films could create misunderstanding about Kerala's social harmony and cultural unity. Bollywood divided. The controversy became even bigger when filmmaker Anurag Kashyap openly criticized the film. He questioned why such sensitive subjects have been revisited and suggested that the film feels more like propaganda than storytelling. But the film's director, Kamakya Narayan Singh, did not stay silent. He responded strongly and said that Kashyap has a problem with anything that doesn't match his thinking. This public argument has divided the film industry. Some people are supporting creative freedom. Others are worried that such films may increase division in society. Actor Prakash also expressed concern. He questioned whether films like this encourage meaningful conversations between communities or only deepen differences. Legal trouble. The controversy is not limited to social media and statements. A petition has reportedly been filed in the Kerala High Court. The petition asks for cancellation of the censor certificate given to the film. Petitioners argue that the Central Board of Film Certification may not have fully considered the possible impact on public harmony before approving the film. They say that in today's sensitive social environment, films dealing with religion and extremism should be handled more carefully. Now it remains to be seen what court decides. The shadow of the first film. To understand why this sequel is facing so much heat, we must look back at the original film, The Kerala Story. The 2023 movie claimed to show how women from Kerala were allegedly converted and recruited by ISIS. Its teaser had stated that 32,000 women had gone missing and joined the terror group. This number has immediately created outrage because there was no confirmed data to support such a large claim. After criticism, the filmmakers changed the description. They reduced the focus to 3 women and called it a fictional story inspired by true events. The Supreme Court of India later allowed the film's release but directed the makers to include a disclaimer stating clearly that it was a fictionalized version and not based on verified data. Because of that history, people are now more alert and sensitive about the sequel. The bigger question. This controversy brings back an old and important debate. Should filmmakers have complete freedom to tell stories the way they want, or should there be stricter responsibility when films deal with religion, national security, and sensitive cultural topics? Supporters of the film say cinema must be fearless. They believe difficult truths should be shown, even if they make people uncomfortable. Critics say films influence public thinking. They argue that dramatized stories can shape opinions, create mistrust between communities. So where is the line between awareness and agenda? That is the big question India is once again discussing. What happens next? The film releases on February 27th. Ultimately, the audience reaction inside theaters may decide its impact. But one thing is very clear. The Kerala Story 2 is no longer just a movie. It has become a political and social flashpoint. It represents a larger conversation about freedom of expression, responsibility in storytelling, and the power of cinema in shaping public opinion. As always, the debate continues. What do you think? Is this bold storytelling or unnecessary provocation? Let us know your thoughts.